Have you ever planted a seed and seen it grow miraculously, or die without explanation? In Mark 4, Jesus tells the parable of the sower, revealing kingdom secrets that will make you question your own faith. The seed falls on different soils and only some bear fruit. What does this say about your heart? Let's dive into this story to discover the urgency of cultivating good soil now. Imagine a crowd by the seaside listening to Jesus teach from a boat. He says, "Listen, a sower went out to sow. Some fall by the path, others on rocky ground." Have you ever felt your faith devoured by worries? This parable is a warning. The time to prepare the soil is short, and the enemy steals quickly. Jesus explains to the disciples, the seed is the word of God. The rocky soil represents hearts that receive with joy but lack root. This confronts us with authority. Does your faith have deep roots or is it shallow? Mark 4 calls us to root ourselves with urgency now. Another parable. The lamp isn't hidden under a bed but shines. Jesus says, "There is nothing hidden that will not be revealed." This sparks curiosity. Are we hiding our light or shining? The scarcity of time challenges us to reveal it now. The parable of the seed growing on its own. The man sows, and it grows day and night. Jesus compares it to the kingdom. This creates fear. Are we sowing or waiting passively? Mark 4 reveals that growth is divine, but demands immediate sowing. Let's share a real story. I met a man named John, who heard the parable of the sower and saw his heart as rocky soil. He changed, and his faith bore fruit. And you, what soil are you? The urgency of Mark 4 alerts us to cultivate now. The parable of the mustard seed. The smallest seed becomes the greatest tree. The kingdom starts small, but grows. This makes us reflect. Are we underestimating the small or planting with faith? The authority of Mark 4 demands urgent vision. Jesus calms the storm at sea. The disciples cry, "Master, we perish." He rebukes the wind. "Peace, be still." This generates hope. Are we panicking or trusting? Mark 4 confronts us with the fear of sinking now. The disciples ask, "Who is this that even the wind obeys?" Jesus reveals power over nature. This sparks curiosity. Are we recognizing his power or doubting? The scarcity of faith urges us to believe immediately. Before we continue, I want to ask you, are these parables stirring you? Are they making you rethink your faith? Let's move to the next part, but tell me, can I continue? Okay, let's go deeper. Mark 4 is a narrative of revealed mysteries. Jesus teaches in parables to the crowd but explains to the disciples. How often do we misunderstand mysteries? This passage calls us to seek understanding with urgency now. Back to the sower. The seed on the path is stolen by Satan. This creates fear. Are we letting the word be stolen or guarding it? Mark 4 urges us to protect our hearts immediately. The rocky soil receives the word with joy, but dries up without root. This image sparks curiosity. Is our faith rooted or shallow? The authority of Mark 4 demands deep cultivation now. The soil among thorns is choked by worries and riches. This makes us reflect. Are we choked by the world or bearing fruit? The scarcity of fruit challenges us to clear it now. The good soil hears, accepts, and bears fruit 30, 60, 100-fold. This creates hope. Are we bearing fruit or barren? Mark 4 reveals that fruit is urgent, multiplying now. Think of a hidden lamp. Jesus says to put it on a stand. This parable confronts us. Are we hiding light or illuminating? The urgency of Mark 4 alerts us to shine immediately. Another real story. I met a woman named Mary who hid her faith until reading Mark 4. The lamp inspired her to testify, and lives changed. And you? Are you shining or hiding? The curiosity of Mark 4 motivates us to reveal now. The seed grows on its own, first the blade, then the ear. The kingdom is like this. This generates a lesson. Are we trusting divine growth or controlling? The authority of Mark 4 demands urgent patience. The mustard seed, the smallest, becomes a tree for birds. The kingdom grows this way. This makes us reflect. Are we planting small or giving up? Mark 4 creates urgency too, so now. Before moving to the third part, I want to ask, are you feeling the impact of this message? Do you want me to keep exploring Mark 4? Tell me. Now, let's get to the heart of Mark 4. But first, if you're enjoying this reflection, join us. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to not miss messages like this. Let's grow together in faith. Ready for more? Here we go. The storm at sea tests faith. Jesus sleeps. Disciples panic. Master, we perish. Why are you afraid? This confronts us with authority. Are we panicking or trusting? Mark 4 creates urgency to believe now. Back to the parable of the sower. Jesus asks, "Do you not understand?" It explains to the disciples. This patience generates hope. Are we seeking to understand or ignoring? The scarcity of understanding challenges us to ask immediately. The kingdom is revealed in parables for those who have ears. Jesus says, "To him who has, more will be given." This makes us reflect. Are we listening or deaf? The authority of Mark 4 demands urgent attention. The lamp illuminates all. Jesus says, all hidden will come to light. This generates fear. Are we hiding sins or exposing? Mark 4 alerts us to live transparently now. Think of a seed growing. The man sleeps, and it sprouts. The kingdom is mysterious. This sparks curiosity. Are we trusting the mystery or controlling? The urgency of Mark 4 calls us to sow immediately. Another real story. I met a man named Joseph who saw his faith as dry seed until reading Mark 4. The growth inspired him to plant, and he reaped fruit. And are you planting or waiting? The curiosity of Mark 4 motivates us to grow now. The mustard becomes a tree for birds. The kingdom starts small, but prevails. This confronts us. Are we underestimating the smaller planting? Mark 4 creates urgency to start now. In the storm, Jesus rebukes the wind, and the sea calms. Disciples ask, "Who is this?" His wonder generates hope. Are we recognizing his power or doubting? The authority of Mark 4 demands immediate faith. The disciples' fear reveals lack of faith. Jesus asks, "Why are you so timid?" This touches us. Are we with faith or fear? Mark 4 urges us to trust now. Before we close, I want to ask, are these lessons challenging you? Are they making you rethink your faith? Let's move to the final part. But tell me, can I continue? We've reached the final part. Let's wrap up this reflection on Mark 4 with everything we've got. If you're enjoying it, leave a like on the video, as it helps us spread this powerful message. Ready? Here we go. Mark 4 is a call to spiritual growth. Parables reveal kingdom mysteries. This confronts us. Are we growing or stagnant? The urgency is to sow now. Back to the sewer. Different soils, varied fruits. This diversity generates hope. Are we on good soil or changing? Mark 4 motivates us to cultivate immediately. The lamp must shine. Jesus says to illuminate. This makes us reflect. Are we shining or hiding? The scarcity of light challenges us to reveal now. Think of the seed growing on its own. The kingdom is divine. This mystery sparks curiosity. Are we trusting or controlling? The urgency of Mark 4 demands patience now. Another real story. I met a woman named Rita who saw her faith as a mustard seed until reading Mark 4. The growth inspired her to plant, and she saw fruit. And are you planting or waiting? The Bible. The curiosity of Mark 4 motivates us to grow now. The storm tests faith. Jesus calms with a word. This power generates fear. Are we panicking or trusting? The authority of Mark 4 demands immediate faith. Disciples doubt. Who is this? Jesus reveals control over nature. This touches us. Are we recognizing or ignoring? Mark 4 urges us to marvel now. Parables for those who have ears. Jesus explains to the intimate. This generates a lesson. Are we intimate or distant? The urgency of Mark 4 calls us to listen now. The kingdom is mustard. Small becomes great. This confronts us. Are we planting small or giving up? Mark 4 creates urgency to start immediately. Finally, Mark 4 transforms. Listen, so trust. The kingdom grows. Are you ready? I want to close with a request. Leave a comment below, sharing what Mark 4 moved in you. How did these parables challenge you? Let's build this faith community together. Till next time, and may God bless you.